What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another episode. In today's video, we're going to go over the Google Pixel 4a. Now last year when the Google Pixel 3a came out, I felt like it was the best phone by far for the price that would offer guaranteed software updates for many years to come, along with a camera that could actually compete with the much more expensive flagship phones out there in that $1,000 price range. However, this time around, I feel like the script is flipped a little bit. Thanks to Apple's $400 iPhone SE and Samsung's $600 A7 I 5G, I feel like it's going to be a lot harder for the Pixel 4a to stand out than before. Look guys, I'm not complaining whatsoever. I'm actually particularly interested to see how cutthroat this budget lineup of smartphones could get in this price range, especially with Google bringing some serious heat this time. The design looks like a smaller version of the Pixel 4, sporting its square camera module in the upper left-hand corner, flexing a single lens with a nice polycarbonate textured finish that does a great job of hiding fingerprints and smudges. Now speaking of fingerprints, the sensor for the fingerprint is nearly invisible in this newer model that only comes in a single black color option. Getting to the front of the phone, the Pixel 4a looks like it leveled up over the previous model, sporting much thinner bezels thanks to the hole punch camera sensor, which is now located in the top left of the display rather than sitting above it. For feel, the phone sits nicely in my hands. Comparing it to the iPhone 11 Pro, it's roughly the same size, however definitely lighter, coming in at a weight of around 5 ounces with a 5.8-inch display. It features an OLED display sporting 2340 by 1080 for pixel real estate, making this the cheapest phone in the market to have an OLED screen. The screen itself is pretty sharp, however using it throughout the day, I did have to catch myself covering the screen a few times because I feel like the screen was a bit too dim for direct sunlight. Getting it to call quality and connectivity, I didn't have any issues whatsoever when using this phone. Not to mention it does a great job of clearing out any background noise thanks to the built-in noise cancellation. Now you don't get 5G with this version, however Google is planning on releasing a 5G model later this year for in that $500 price range. You also get Bluetooth 5.0 and dual band Wi-Fi is supported, however no Wi-Fi 6, which you do get with the iPhone SE. For hardware you get 6 gigs of RAM sporting Qualcomm Snapdragon 730 chip with 128 gigabytes of storage. No micro SD slot is available for extra storage, but Google does provide 100 gigabytes of free Google One storage for a few months. Not that it will help you in the long run. Opening up apps and games wasn't too much of an issue for the Pixel 4a, and I didn't notice too many dropped frames when gaming on this phone, making it a perfect overall piece for parents looking to pick up this phone for teenagers or even using it themselves. Now you don't get wireless charging with this phone like you get with the iPhone SE, which isn't the end of the world. However, I thought I should mention it for you guys. You will have to go ahead and resort to the 18-watt fast charger that you get in the box with the Google Pixel 4a, which works surprisingly well seeing the battery is a bit smaller on this phone. For battery, you get a 3,240 milliamp battery that in my testing outperformed the iPhone SE by a few hours, coming in at just over 7.5 hours at peak brightness with Wi-Fi and Bluetooth turned on while actively using the phone throughout the day. For software, you get the stock Android 10 experience with an update to Android 11 coming here in the near future. Google Assistant is also a bit smarter than before, making the full experience all that much better for this $350 price point. And then you have the camera on the Google Pixel 4a. You get a single 12 megapixel camera with an f1.7 aperture that has both an optical and electronic image stabilization with autofocus and dual pixel detection. The camera handled much better than expected for me in my testing, and it exceeded what I would expect from a smartphone in this price point. The camera is actually really good. Where it really outperformed for me was using it to take pictures at night with its night sight feature that helped me take those better photos in darker situations. It's not an iPhone 11 Pro, but it's the best camera I've tested out at this price point when it comes to night photography. Yes, it's better than the iPhone SE in this particular instance, but when it comes to regular photography in well-lit scenarios, I'd still take the iPhone SE over the Pixel 4a. The front-facing camera sports 8 megapixels and works decent in well-lit scenarios. You definitely start to see a fall-off when you have poorly lit conditions, but you have to remember, no one buys a smartphone because of its front-facing camera, and you have to stick to that amazing price point and everything else that this phone has to offer. Now, anyone out there that's an Android user looking to pick up a new phone and wants to spend under $500, you definitely can't go wrong with the Google Pixel 4a at this $350 price point. The camera's fantastic, the build quality is amazing, and it actually looks really good. I really like this phone. I didn't have any hiccups or any issues whatsoever testing out this phone for the past week. If I had to though, I would stick with the iPhone SE because of the much faster chip, Wi-Fi 6, and the wireless charging. I feel like in the long run it will be a much more durable option than the Google Pixel 4a, and with Apple support to go along with it, I feel like it's a much better investment. I'm curious guys, let me know down below in the comment section which one you guys are rocking. Are you rocking the Google Pixel 4a, or are you guys gonna rock the iPhone SE? Amazon links will be down below in the description for you guys. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, whatever it is, as always, make sure you guys go ahead and drop them down below in the comment section for me. If you guys are new to the channel, please make sure you guys subscribe. And if you guys did end up liking this video, please make sure you guys go ahead and destroy that like button for me. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.